I mean, let me talk a little bit of trash for a second. Okay. Like what's our division looking like? Okay. You've got the Dallas Cowboys who, yeah, okay, Dak Prescott, he's an okay quarterback. He's all right. Their team culture is rotten. Their ownership is meddling. They just make mistake after mistake after mistake. And they've basically squandered Dak Prescott's best years. At this point, he's starting to age. He's starting to get a little bit older. And I think you're going to see that reflected in terms of him being out for injury. And, you know, they got rid of, one of the best defensive players in the NFL. And what do you know? The team that he went to, suddenly got a lot better, and the Dallas Cowboys suddenly looked a lot worse on defense. So, they're going to be hyped. They have a huge fan base. They have a huge share of NFL eyeballs, but I think they're a pretty safe bet to choke year after year. I think they're rancid. I think until Jerry Jones is out of the picture, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be inconsistent at best. Okay. So you've got the Dallas Cowboys, you've got the New York Giants, and, maybe not all of my fellow DC sports fans will agree with this because they remember when the Giants were good, but man, I just feel for the Giants. Honestly, I feel for the Giants, and maybe I'll eat my words when they start to right the ship, if they ever right the ship. But as somebody who went through years and years of horrendous, football decisions in DC, they're just making the same kind of bad choices in New York. I mean, they have Jackson Dart. Yeah. Okay. He looks pretty good. He looks better than I expected. I was pretty down on him. And then he came in and he seems like he could be a credible starting quarterback. If Scatterboo can stay healthy, he can be a credible running back.
He's got Pancake Pat blocking for him now. I think he's going to go off.
He has the potential to go off, and Malik Neighbors is an excellent wide receiver. So you've got the pieces to have an offense that, that's respectable. But everything else, right? Everything else. The Giants are the other team that kind of like the Commanders, where they get a lot of smoke around their defense in the offseason, talking about, oh, maybe their defense will be good. And their defense has been better than ours, for sure. But they got some holes. They've got some holes they need to fix. They've got some culture problems they need to fix. They've got some ownership meddling they need to fix. I don't take them seriously as a contender until proven otherwise. So, okay, so then you got the Eagles. You've got, and the Eagles are a contender, a perennial contender. Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. They have a good GM. They seem to have the ability to continually stock the team with talent at free agency, while also finding draft picks or even undrafted players who can be impactful. And that's impressive. But I feel like, just like the Cowboys, they're starting to get older. And, the AJ Brown situation has been so, I know it's frustrating for Eagles fans, but it's been kind of a sideshow for the rest of the NFL. It's like, what are you going to do? What are you doing here? Like, they have the ability to have an impactful, explosive offense, but that just was not on display last season. And so they have some questions. They have some problems. But I'd say they're the best team in the division. But are they going to stay the best team in the division? And if they're not the best team in the division, who will be the best team in the division? Is it the Cowboys with their inconsistency and their meddling owner and just decades upon decades of just bad choices and, frankly, racism? No, it's not going to be it. Holographic AI Jerry Jones is not going to lead the team to success. Okay. Like Dallas fans, I'm sorry, but y'all are trash. Your team is trash. Honestly, frankly, your city is trash. And I don't respect you. Giants fans, I feel for you. I hope that one day soon, you will be an NFL team. Not now, but one day soon. And until then, if you want to spend a couple years in the UFL getting good, I think that would be good for y'all. I think the New York media market's not doing anyone any favors. I think the New York Jets are helping out. So shout out to the Jets for being an even bigger disaster sometimes. And I think that maybe, in the next couple of years, they have a real credible shot at being the second worst team in New York. But in terms of being the best team in the division, no, I'm sorry. It's not happening. It's not happening. So it's Commanders, Eagles, and the Commanders have problems, and we have one playoff appearance. So it's not like the Commanders are some kind of juggernaut, but the potential's there. The quarterback's there. The coach is probably there. Maybe Dan Quinn isn't the guy, but I think I respect him a lot. Maybe he's not the guy. Maybe he's the guy who sets up the next guy. Maybe he stays for another couple seasons and gets us to the point where we're winning games and we're consistently, looking at wild card shots, 9 and 8 seasons, 8 and 9 seasons, that sort of thing. And then maybe they switch coaches and maybe the next guy's the juggernaut. But yeah, I think that's how it happens. I think the Eagles fade. The Cowboys continue to cowboy. The Giants get a little bit better, but not good enough. And the Commanders finally, reap the dividends of better decisions and better culture.
Woo! That was a lot of trash talk.
Bad. Hey, I thought this was the Bad Takes podcast.
It is a Bad Takes podcast. I'm telling you, I can't wait for Sean to hear that. He's a closeted Cowboys fan. He's probably gonna go
my God. He's a closet. Oh my God. You know what? I don't respect that. I don't respect that. Cowboys do better. Get rid of Jerry Jones. That's what I got. He's a toxic man. I don't even hate some of the Cowboys players. Like, they have some talent on that team, but they're just hopeless. They're just hopeless. And the fans, you got to get over Jerry Jones. You got to get over this guy. This guy's not good. The Cowboys fans have an owner who is on par with Dan Snyder, and they treat him like he's a top 10 owner. It's ridiculous. Like the Micah Parsons situation should show that Jerry Jones should not be as involved in football decisions at the least.
Yeah.
At the least.
No, they need a general manager. Jerry just needs to be the owner that pays the players and pays the people, and they need a general manager that can make football decisions.
Yeah, if he pays the players, which he doesn't always pay the players. That's a big part of the problem.
Yeah,
but yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
He paid Dak. We saw how that worked out.
He paid Dak. I mean, Dak's pretty good when he's good, right? I mean, he's decent. He's a credible quarterback. I'd put him in the top half of quarterbacks.
He's good in the dome. He's good in the dome.
Yeah.
But when it goes to, you have to go up north to Chicago in like 0-degree weather and put up numbers.
He doesn't have the ability to put the team on his back like you need a quarterback at that level too, like Patrick Mahomes can do, right? Like Jalen Hurts can do. And that's a problem. That's a problem. But I don't, that's like I said, I don't respect them. So
all right, man. All right. We got definitely some bad takes in there.